Hey, what's up, guys? What I want to talk to about tonight, I don't have a problem with people having GoFundMe's, but what I saw tonight just made me wonder exactly if the Gonzalez family are abusing the GoFundMe's. I mean, because we already know that they have three, or they had three. This third one is so they can go to trial next year. But here's the thing, though. Here's what I was on Facebook earlier, just kind of looking around, I came across this. Gonzalez Mary Kay Go fundraiser. Help the Gonzalez family attend trial. MaryKay.com/Miss Stratton. All proceeds will go to the Gonzalez family. Here's my question. The GoFundMe was set up to help them go to trial, correct? So why do they need a fundraiser, a Mary Kay fundraiser at that, to help them go to trial next year when they already have a GoFundMe that does the same thing? And then it just kind of dawned on me while I was sitting here, guys. With a GoFundMe, there's a little total up there in the corner that shows you exactly how much uh, your goal is, and their goal is 75,000, which they've raised from 50,000. Well, they're sitting at 65,000 right now on their GoFundMe, just like $10,000 away from their goal, and that's fine. They're entitled to have a GoFundMe. This is a free country. They're entitled to have anything they want to help them to go to trial next year. But if you have a Mary Kay Go fundraiser for the same thing, I was sitting here just kind of pondering about it, and like I said just a minute ago, you have the little goal up there in the corner on how much you've made from donations. Well, on the Mary Kay fundraiser, you don't have such thing. So what I mean by that is this is a way for them to get past people knocking them for having the GoFundMe and everything else. Because I mean, they're getting free food, free gas, and free lodging. That was some of the offers that they've received from some of the people in and around Ada County or Boise. With the Mary Kay Go fundraiser, they don't have to worry about people knocking them for having so much money in their GoFundMe, because that money that was raised through the fundraiser, it's basically almost like laundering money, because we as citizens won't know exactly how much money they've received from the fundraiser. And what I mean by that is they figured a way out or figured a way around prying eyes on exactly how much money they're going to have for trial next year. I mean, I always knew Steve and Christy were sneaky, but I didn't know how sneaky until now. Because they could use that $75,000 for the trial next year. Plus, however much money they raised from this Mary Kay fundraiser. And we wouldn't know exactly how much money was raised because there's no goal. This lady, Miss Stratton, could turn around and just like slip them the money under the radar of everybody, because it stated all proceeds will go to the Goncalves family, and this is quote unquote to help them go to trial next year. Now you see right there, help them go to trial. Isn't that what the GoFundMe is for, guys? Isn't that why they set up the GoFundMe, was to help them to go to trial? So why do they need this fundraiser if they have the GoFundMe? I'll tell you. It's so we as, you know, prying individuals won't know how much money they have coming in from that fundraiser. And I repeat, we won't know exactly how much money they have coming in from that fundraiser. This is their way to hide exactly how much money they have coming in from this Mary Kay fundraiser, because I checked the Mary Kay website and there is no goals. It's just somebody selling Mary Kay that's decided to do the fundraiser for them. So if this person raised, let's say, ballpark, 150,000 to 200,000, we wouldn't know, because there's no way of knowing, because it doesn't show you exactly how much this fundraiser is for. I always knew that they were wily and sneaky. I just didn't know until right now. This is their way of amassing money for the trial next year without anybody knowing, except for them. Let's see, what I'd also like to talk about is you have Ben Mogan with his $15,000 GoFundMe, which is it's his right to do, guys. It's the Gonzalez's right to do for the GoFundMe and this fundraiser. Except I think they're being sneaky about the fundraiser, because this is their way to amass money without anybody, anybody, or any one of us knowing exactly how much money they have in that fundraiser, because there's no goal set. And Ben Mogan stated that whatever money he has left over after trial next year, because the trial is going to be from the 11th of August to the 7th of November, he's going to donate the rest of the money that's not used to the memorial fund for the victims, and the Laramies will more likely do the same. But on the GoFundMe for the Gonzalez's, it doesn't state that. And see, well, just like Ben Mogan, he's only going to bring a few people, maybe two, maybe three tops, for moral support, just like the Laramies. But you have 10 people going for the Goncalves family. Could that be why they want to amass all this money? Is so they could go out and do fun stuff with the 10 people? But I mean, seriously, I don't get why they need all this money if they're getting free lodging, free food, and free gas. I'm not trying to say the Gonzalez are greedy, but they do paint a very compelling picture that they are. Yeah, they do paint a very compelling picture that they are greedy because why else would they set up this Mary Kay fundraiser if they're not greedy? Or like I said before, the Mary Kay fundraiser could be a way for them to hide any money coming in because they know that the GoFundMe is drawing a lot of negative connotations and negative comments and everything else. So what's the good way of hiding money coming in? Do a fundraiser where it doesn't say what the goal of the fundraiser is. That's actually kind of smart. If you want to keep prying eyes away of how much money you got coming in, do a fundraiser where someone is selling makeup. Yep, do a fundraiser where someone is selling makeup. Untraceable money. No, no, I mean it, guys. Think about it. You have the GoFundMe, and up in the corner it states exactly how much your goal is and how much people have donated. But with that fundraiser, it doesn't state anything. It doesn't state how much money has been raised. It doesn't state how much money has been donated. It's just a lady selling makeup. And then giving all the proceeds from said makeup to the Gonzalez family. And we wouldn't know exactly how much that is because there's no goal set. This lady is just this lady's business, and she's using her business to do the fundraiser, and then the proceeds she gets from the makeup that she sells goes straight to the Gonzalez family, right straight under the radar of us. And that, my friends, that is ingenious and very, very smart and clever. What's the best way to earn money without anybody knowing? Fundraisers. Fundraisers that don't have a goal or a limit and doing it by selling makeup and it's all the money's being sent under the radar so we won't know exactly how much money that this lady is giving the Gonzalez family. So you have $75,000 from the GoFundMe. And let's just say that this lady brings in $150,000 to $200,000. $200,000 plus the 75K, that's $275,000 that they could be sitting on for the trial next year. Now, gee, $275,000 would go a long way to do your own jury surveys, to make sure this guy gets convicted. You see where I'm going with this? They could use the $75,000 for the trial, but this extra money could be going towards trying to get this man convicted by poisoning the jury pool, by doing your own survey like they did in Latah County, which what got the trial, the change of venue granted and moved to Ada County. I mean, how do we all know that's not what they're going to do? Because they're wanting to move down there early, before the trial even starts. So they're wanting to move down there before the trial starts. So what? So they could try to taint the jury against Brian? Possibly. A very big possibility, because they've done it before. They have. They've done it before. They've done it in Ada County. Not Ada County. Latah County. That's what got the trial moved. Is because they were doing their own jury surveys. They would come into the courtroom wearing the death penalty t-shirts. They hate Brian. They think he's guilty without even seeing any of the evidence. Just like the rest of us, we haven't seen any of the evidence. This man is innocent until proven guilty. Not the other way around. And we all need to remember that. He is innocent until proven guilty. Not like what the mainstream media does, with Miss Nancy Grace. In the Goncalves' eyes, he is guilty until proven innocent. Just like Nancy Grace, he's guilty until proven innocent. And that's what I hate, is the mainstream media bias in this case. Is the mainstream media bias, the mainstream media narrative. I hate that in this case. Because if you look at it, Nez Perce County, Lewiston County, and Latah County was so diluted with mainstream media, like Banfield and Brian Enton and Nancy Grace, that they developed the Lewiston, Nez Perce, and Latah developed a bias for Brian. And Miss Taylor, Ann Taylor, actually pointed that out in one of her motions about the mob mentality of Latah, Lewiston, and Nez Perce because of the mainstream media influence in this case. And now we got the Goncalves family kind of doing a little underhanded thing with this fundraiser. They could actually get a whole lot of money and no one would be none the wiser. Like, none of us, none of you, my viewers, would know exactly how much money they got from this fundraiser, because there's no goal and there's no way of knowing exactly how much money was sent to them. No paper trail. And the GoFundMe, this is a way for the Goncalves family to get people off their back about the GoFundMe. So they did this fundraiser, and none of us would be none the wiser on how much money they have coming in from this fundraiser. And they could use that money from that fundraiser. And it says um, to help them out for trial. Well, isn't that what the GoFundMe's for? They could use this money to wreak a lot of havoc in this case down there in Ada County if they decide to move down there early before the trial. 200 some odd $1,000 buys a lot of jury surveys. See where I'm coming from, guys? $200,000 buys a lot of bribes. They are so adamant that he is guilty that they want this guy dead. Now they tried in Latah County with their jury surveys up there because they thought that the trial was going to be in Latah County, so they were doing their own jury surveys so they could contaminate the jury pool into believing that this guy's guilty. And mark my words, they're going to do the same thing in Ada. They will. They will do the same thing in Ada County. Because I find it kind of fishy. They want to move to Ada County before the trial to get a feel for Boise. Yeah, to get a feel in my butt. It's just going to be another contamination of the jury pool. But they've already used the change of venue, so if that happens, there ain't no way for them to move the trial again. Unless Ann Taylor does another change of venue, which I don't think she's going to, because Ada County is a bigger county compared to Latah. And exactly, yesterday, or I should say Thursday, the court hearing, where was Bill Thompson? I'd like to know that. He wasn't there unless he was on Zoom. But touching back on this fundraiser, there's nothing wrong with people having a fundraiser. There's nothing wrong with people having a GoFundMe. It's just this fundraiser. This makes me suspicious. It does. It makes me suspicious. You're gonna have this. You're gonna have this lady sell Mary Kay makeup. There's no goal or tally on how much you're gonna get from this fundraiser. So that implies you're gonna get all this money from, because it states in that fundraiser all the proceeds from this fundraiser will go to the Goncalves family. You can use this fundraiser to get money from it, and none of us would be none the wiser exactly how much money you're sitting on for trial next year. We wouldn't know exactly how much money you're sitting on. I mean, depending on how long this fundraiser goes, by the time the trial hits next year, guys, they could be sitting on $400,000 from this fundraiser, and none of us would be none the wiser to it. Like always, guys, like, subscribe, and comment on my channel. Hit that bell notification for any new uploads. And I hope you guys have a good Saturday. This is Robert with True Crime Podcast. I'm out. Peace.
Stay in the house.